Hi, this is Azerworth, and this is a video response to ShoeOnHead's Oppression Olympics. And I really liked how she used humor to point out the problems with Tumblr feminists, and I was mostly on board with her until she said this.
Labeling yourself as a feminist. Stop it. It is not a movement anymore. You do not need it. Nobody needs it. You have every single right that every guy has now.
Now, feminism on Tumblr might be like a dog chasing its tail, but if we look outside of the blogosphere and go to the real world, it's needed. You know, I find it crazy that in a post-Hobby Lobby decision world, you would say that feminism is not needed. The Supreme Court ruled that closely held corporations like Hobby Lobby are allowed to have religion when it comes to women's reproductive choices, but nothing else. And add the fact that men's reproductive choices in Viagra isn't even limited. Penis pills good, vagina pills bad. Also, screw you if you work at a Catholic-run organization because they cannot pay for birth control at all, even though it has other medical benefits other than being birth control. Clearly, there's still a need for feminism, but then you talk about rape.
We don't live in a rape culture. Rape is the worst label. A rapist is the worst label you can put on a guy. No one wants to be a rapist. No one is pro-rape.
Yes, it's true. Not all men think about rape. Me being one of them should know. And, although rape cases are underreported, it would appear with the data that we do have that rape cases are going down. Even taking into account that there are still rape issues in America, example being the Steubenville rape case. So for those that don't know, high school girl gets raped and peed on by footballers, and then the town just tries to sweep it under the rug. Anonymous gets damning social media footage and raises awareness about the rape, so it's not all hidden. They also hack the high school football team's website, and because of Anonymous actions, victory! The rapists are arrested. But that's not all of the story. The hacker that shed light to all of this gets more years in prison than the rapists. Are you serious? He did no permanent harm to anyone. All he did was a little virtual graffiti and brought people to justice. But he gets more time than someone that caused permanent scarring to this girl? No rape social issues here. No sirree, Bob.
Feminism is the fight for women's rights. But what happens when you have all the rights already? We have them. There is nothing. There is nothing. I do not need feminism because I do not have a victim complex.
Okay, so you're wrong when you say that women have everything that men have. But let's pretend in this magical world where everything has been won, all the battles been fought, and women have everything equal. That still doesn't mean feminism is not needed to defend that. Even the civil rights movement is not sacred. Currently, the Voting Rights Act has been taken down by the Supreme Court and has to be renewed by Congress. I know, fat chance, but that's where we're at right now. And if the civil rights movement, that was a movement that enveloped the entire country, is not sacred, then this imaginary world where all the battles of feminism have been won, it doesn't have a snowball chance in hell. Also, what rights that have been gained, like the right to safe legal abortion, are being challenged by regulation being so stringent. Example being the emitting privileges bill in Mississippi that's so strict it's keeping clinics closed, and that bill spreading all over the country. As long as old white men are scared of vaginas, there will always be a problem. In one hand, ShoeOnHead, I'm glad you don't see it as a problem, because that means other young people don't see it as a problem. And maybe one day when we're in power, it won't be. At this point in the video, I want to talk to the Tumblr feminists. Now, I really wouldn't have put it this way.
If you replace all those I need feminism signs with I need therapy, they will make at least 80% more sense than they do.
Really though, being somewhat aggressive towards people that you think have a victim complex isn't going to be effective, but the point still stands. You should really consider helping yourself before you join a movement that's designed to help all of humanity. Also, the reason I think the Tumblr SJW movement is bananas is because the ideas that their movement is based on isn't the ideas that the movement in general started with, but a Flanderization of those ideas that happened over time. Ideas, when taken from their original sources, spread, distort, and become more extreme when not explained by people who are the experts on them. Or they get applied to things that people don't understand. I need a Sarkeesian! Feminism is a movement with a lot of history and literature behind it, and I know not all social justice warriors are young teenagers. A lot of them are. And basically what I'm saying is educate thyself so you know about your opinions so you don't look like you're foaming at the mouth when you talk to people. And you know, I think this can be applied to any ideology, religion, or movement, that if you really know your stuff, you're cool. But if you don't, you compensate your lack of knowledge with loud noises! So this is the end of my video response, ShoeOnHead, and I hope that I've convinced you just because a movement has problems or issues doesn't mean the movement is not needed. And really, being a part of the movement would help fix it. But that's a video for another day. Anyway, I'm Azarworth. Have a good day, good health, peace. So for those that are still with me, hi, I'm Azarworth. You may not know me because you might be ShoeOnHead's viewers. A little about what I do. Click here to see a video why good food's good for you and bad food's bad. I've actually used the information I gained in that video to lose approximately 40 pounds so far. And in this video here, I do a vocal cover. I'm a singer of Disney's God Help the Outcast. And if you like what you've seen so far, please subscribe so you can see more of my content. Anyway, peace.